Hi everyone, and welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making Cinnabon copycat recipe. So let's get started. In a mixing bowl, you're going to need 1 cup of warm milk. Now the milk is going to be, you want the temperature of the milk to be like the warmth of a baby bottle. I heated mine in the microwave in like 8-second increments. Make sure you keep stirring because it's hot on the top and it's still cold in the middle. So you want it warm because you're going to grow yeast. So pour that into your mixing bowl. Then you're going to put 1 packet or 2½ teaspoons of instant dry yeast. Now if you don't have the instant, you're going to have to bloom the yeast. If it's like regular yeast, and you bloom it in a cup and all that, okay? And you add a little bit of sugar, we're good. But this is rapid. So we're going to, I'm just going to give this a little stir with the end of my, use what you got. Okay, and just scrape down my side. And we're going to let this sit for 4 minutes. Once your yeast is done, we're going to add 2 large eggs at room temperature. Make sure everything you're using is room temperature, because now we've got the yeast processing and building and getting all that good stuff in there. If you put cold into it, it'll kill the yeast. So add your 2 eggs, ½ cup of sugar, and ½ cup of softened butter. Now when I read the recipe, she originally said 1/3 cup of butter, but then at the end she said try ½ cup, it makes it better. So I'm doing ½ cup, okay? Let me make sure I got everything in there. Okay, now we're going to just mix this with our regular beater until it's just combined. You don't want to overmix this. Now you're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and 4 cups of flour. Now the recipe calls for 4½. You're going to set 1/2 aside in case we need it. We don't want to over flour this or our dough will be really tough. And it must be bread flour. So 4 cups of bread flour going in with our salt.
Remember, turn your mixer on slowly, otherwise you end up with the flour cloud.
Yeah, I'm going to put a towel over it. And I'm just going to start mixing this. And you only want to mix it, let me read, just until the ingredients come together, okay? So don't overmix it. Alright, make sure you scrape the bottom of your bowl and the sides of your bowl. Now what you're going to do is once it comes together just like this, you don't want to overmix it. You're going to clean off your beater and we're going to add the dough hook. And then we're going to knead it for about 7 minutes with our dough hook. Alright, once your dough starts pulling away from the bowl and it's been like 5 to 7 minutes kneading, we're ready to move on. So our dough is wonderful. Don't stick to my hands. I used maybe less than 1/4 of this. I just sprinkled a little bit on because it was a little tacky. So now it's perfect. So don't over flour. Now you're going to get a big bowl and you're going to add some oil. I just take a paper towel and I go around the bowl. Make sure you get the rim just in case it goes over the rim. Okay. Now take your dough. Look how nice that is. Okay, kind of put it in a ball. Oh, good catch, Cat.
Stick it to your apron.
Alright, now put it in the bowl, roll it around, and then flip it back over. And now we're going to cover this until it's double in size in a warm place. Alright, while your dough is rising, we're going to start on the filling. You're going to need 1/2 cup of salted butter, almost melted, okay? You're going to need 1 cup of packed brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. I do just a little, I do a little over, that's all.
We do heaping, tablespoons.
And then
of cinnamon.
you're gonna mix this together. I'm gonna use my hands, it's just gonna be easier. To get your gloves open, hit them on the counter, on both sides, and they'll slip right on.
That is if you're using the non-powdered gloves.
Right, well you shouldn't be using powdered gloves with food anyways. So, I'm just gonna put the rest of this brown sugar in there. Alright, you'll see that it says a half a cup of heavy cream. Do not add that yet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna warm it up a little bit, and when the rolls are done rising, we're gonna pour it over the rolls.
Before they go in the oven.
Exactly. Like I said, just use your hands and mix it so much easier. And as you can see, I always clean up in between each step, so that way I don't have so much to do when we're all done. Just a little tip to help you get along, get out of the kitchen faster. Alright, so this is all mixed together, like so. And then once our rolls are done, our bread, once the bun dough is done rising, we're going to roll it out and put this in the middle. I'll get it one of these days.
Why rush?
Yeah. Been 57 years and it's still not together, so. Okay. So I'm going to set this to the side and just wait for our dough to get done. Alright, once your dough has doubled in size like mine has, flour your work surface. Take your dough. This dough feels amazing. Pour your dough out. You know it's good dough when it comes out like that. Alright, and then we're going to sprinkle the top with a little bit of flour. I'm just using this just to make it easier so I don't put too much flour on.
While you're doing that, flour that, yep.
Yep.
And
then you're going to roll it out to approximately 24 by 15. And in the meantime, I have my pans ready to go. If you're going to do 12 rolls, they fit in a 9 by 13 pan. It needs to be sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. I'm going to try and get 16 so I have a small pan of 4. So I'm going to roll this out to 24 by 15. Alright, once you have it rolled out, do not overflour your board. This dough is fantastic. We're going to put our filling on. I'm just going to kind of spread, just place pieces around so it's easier to spread. And then all of you that know me know I'm going to use my offset spatula.
she got it in her holster.
Just kind of put it around like so. That way you don't have to move it so far and maybe rip the dough. I don't want to rip the dough.
Don't mess with my damn dough, woman.
Okay.
I'll move this out of the way.
Okay. You just want to
Smells really good.
just spread it out evenly. It don't look like enough, but it will be enough. You just got to keep spreading it because once you roll it, it's going to have a ton in the middle. So we're going to roll it like a jelly roll.
I don't think there's enough.
I know, I'm getting it.
On that edge. I'm just letting you know.
Just gotta kind of finagle it around, it'll work.
Yeah, once that butter heats up again too, it spreads a little easier.
Thank you.
Take that, your eyeballs. Alright.
Yep, looking good. Let me just get a little bit more over here. It's a little thin.
That's okay. That's going to be the outside edge anyway, so it doesn't got to be perfect. Got to be able to bond together.
Alright, so now you're going to roll this like a jelly roll. You rolling?
I'm rolling.
Thank you.
You know, don't mess with my dough.
We want to roll it really tight. Now you're going to need a very sharp knife to cut this. I'm using a
The new one.
I have a brand new serrated knife that is so sharp. So we're going to use that.
Ask her how she knows it's sharp.
Jack cut his finger. Normally I'm the one that cuts myself, but he did it this time.
As I told her, be careful. It's really
Sharp.
No, I didn't get the whole word out. Oh, we're gonna have nice.
That looks amazing. Tuck the sides under.
Yes, ma'am.
And now I'm going to try and get 16. Now remember, they're going to expand again, so they can be a little bit small. If you want really big ones, then just do 12.
Okay.
Cut it in fours and then cut it in fours again.
Yep.
See how I can do math? All right, let me get my pans. I'm just using throwaways because Jack's actually taking these to breakfast with the guys tomorrow.
Shop lunch.
Shop lunch.
Or shop breakfast.
Yeah, so you can't trust them with the pans, so I'm doing a foil pan, so they don't need to bring it back home.
Trying to say that once it goes to the shop, it becomes the shop?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. That might be for your small pan.
Okay. These feel amazing.
They really do. This dough's really nice to work with.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover these and let them rise for 20 minutes. I'm going to put them in. I have a proofer on my oven, so I'm going to put it back in my proofer. I think 16, they're big enough. I think 12 would be too big. How many did you get?
12.
Oh. Well, what about those 4?
That's 16. I thought you meant right here.
No, 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 no. All right, so you're just going to lay them in. All right, and then we're going to let them rise. All right, once you've done your 20 minutes, now what I did was I separated them because I don't like when the rolls are all together, because to me, when they're touching each other, it doesn't taste done to me. So I kind of separated mine out a little bit. You're going to take a half a cup of heavy cream and you're going to just warm it. Don't make it hot. You're going to pour it over the tops of your buns and let it go around the sides just a little bit. heavy-handed there, Kat.
Getting a little crazy there.
Might need a little more cream because we did do extra buns.
No, you still got a whole bunch in there.
I know, I'm just saying, if you need it, you can do it. Give them one coat and then I'll go back over them.
This is perfect for a day like today. It's like 18 degrees out and freezing rain, sleet, and just nasty. So I can't wait till these are done so I can sit there on the new furniture and look outside and eat cinnamon buns.
Yeah, we ordered a couch and 2 chairs from that Annabay that you're seeing all over Facebook. It is the best furniture I've ever had. It is so comfortable. I end up falling asleep almost every day and I've never done that. The couch is so comfortable.
It really is.
And I'll tell you what, the price for it was not bad at all, considering that we paid more for the furniture we had before and it lasted less than 3 years. This is gonna last forever. Everything comes off of it to wash it, and it's animal proof, it's stain proof, it's wonderful. So we're gonna put these in a 375-degree oven for about 25 minutes until the brown and the centers are done. Alright, once your rolls are cold, mine only took 20 minutes. I did 10 and turned them and did 10 more, and they came out perfect. Don't worry if they're brown like this and they're a little crunchy, because once we put this frosting on, it's gonna soften them. But Jack and I ate one without the frosting, and I have to say, they are amazing. Alright, so let's get started on our frosting. In a mixing bowl, you're going to need 6 ounces of cream cheese softened and a 1/3 cup of salted butter softened. We're going to mix that until it's combined. Alright, once that's mixed together, we're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar. And you have to get it everywhere or you're not baking.
Yeah, just don't get it on my cinnamon buns.
Jack said one of these small ones is already taken for him for tonight, so
No,
you must really
I said
like
the small pan, the one right there. That's mine.
And then you're going to add 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla.
She thinks it's gonna last till tonight. Mm-mm. Once that frosting's on, they're gone.
They are really good, you guys. Out of all the ones I've made, this is probably the best.
Yeah,
Alright, so we're going
right.
to just mix this until it's combined. Alright, so all I'm going to do is frost these. I'm taking my offset spatula and I'm just going to put some frosting on all of them and then I'll move it around.
I'm totally shocked. Using an offset spatula.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
These look amazing, you guys.
Hurry up, get it frosted. I want to eat one.
Okay.
You're not going fast enough.
Alright, so here's our finished product. I went back over them and put extra on these that are going to the boys. And
If they make it.
Jack's been rushing me to get them done.
Mmm.
Oh my god, you guys. I'm not lying. These taste just like Cinnabon. They are delicious. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.